Let's just get on with the review of this depressing ass chapter. Let's go. Maybe it was just me, but after reading this chapter of Bleach, I'm not gonna lie, I just felt like down and sad and depressed for the character Komamura and what happened. If anyone's ever heard of the movies Flowers for Algernon, where this guy was mentally challenged and then he slowly became smart because of some drug, but then he reverted back to being mentally challenged, that's in a weird way what I felt like with what happened to Komamura. So he was pretty much a werewolf guy, like, a wolf man or whatever, standing up and, on his own. And after, he went and he became, like, more human. He just had, like, fur, but he was more so human in that immortal body. And then afterward, now he's just a voiceless, regular, like, fox or wolf or whatever the hell he is. That shit right there was just, it makes me cringe thinking about it. He defeated Bambietta, which that was pretty much how I called it. I pretty much said it was going to be that he was going to defeat her, but he was going to get fucked up in the process. But I didn't know it was going to be to this extent. Like, this isn't even fucked up because it's like, whatever, if you get injured, you could heal possibly if you survive. But he's just nothing now. He can't do anything. All he can do is, what is he going to do? Like, go bite somebody on some, like, Scooby-Doo on drugs shit? Like, this shit was depressing as fuck. He can't fight anymore. He can't talk anymore. He can't wield a goddamn Zanpakuto anymore. He is just a regular little, Scooby-Doo wolf motherfucker. I can't process this. My brain can't process this right now. What the fuck? By the way, did the old dog die? Or did he fall asleep? Or what was going on that part? That part was a little bit unclear for me as far as, like, it looked like his eyes, like his pupil disappeared in his eye. I don't know if he fell asleep or what, after he was saying how proud he was of Komamura, which I'm glad at least, he's proud of him. Komamura is probably right now wanting to slit his own wrist, but he can't even do that. The fight with Bambietta went by very quick. That fight was beyond quick. That's one of the things I will say. It was almost identical in a certain aspect to the Dangai Ichigo versus Aizen fight, where after he used his big card, his powers pretty much diminished, and it was a very quick thing. Similar to Komamura. Komamura went in, pretty much Bambietta couldn't get her bombs out. I believe she tried to use Blue Pain, and it backfired on her, and she was just all fucked up. And then that's it. He went back and lost all his powers and reverted back to beyond even just being what he was. Now he's just a regular wolf. So it was similar in that sense to that, but it just felt very quick. And Bambietta for being... I think Kubo hyped her up a bit too much and made her a bit too, like, this insane bitch, only to, like, get owned very quickly. I mean, I understand she was fighting an immortal, so there was no point in prolonging the fight anyway, but it just felt a bit too quick for my taste. That's just me personally. I ain't gonna front. Her fraction, they don't give a fuck. They look like, I don't think they were going, oh, Bambietta, we're gonna help you. She was, like, saying, stop, get away. I think they were gonna fucking, like, devour her, rip off her legs or something, because she's just there all fucked up, and it looked like they were, like, twisted and sick. I don't think they were gonna help her. Maybe, the only way it could be is that, and I don't really think this at all, to be honest with you, but maybe Bambietta doesn't want help and they're going to come help her, but no, I think they're going to devour her. I think they're all sick fucks, just like Bambietta, and she's like, please don't do this, no. I think that they're going to fucking just demolish her. That's it. Bambietta's going to get, like, if she's already fucked up from all the bombs being, like, pushed back into her, she's going to be, like, ripped to pieces by them. They're going to do her, like, on some zombie shit. So in the end, Bambietta, a bit disappointing. She didn't really do much. At the end of the day, she was fighting Komamura, and she did blow back Shinji like nothing. But if you take into account what just happened to her, she kind of just got owned very quick. I guess you could, argue and say, well, it was Dangai, like a Dangai form, and, pretty much she got owned. So, I don't know. For me, Bambietta should have at least maybe fought someone else or something. I mean, at the end of the day, Shinji did get blown back. So, at this point, Shinji should just put on a dunce cap and just feel embarrassed in the corner, please. But as far as, like, the fight, it went by very quick, but with very depressing results. I mean, Bambietta is going to be devoured by people, and in a sense, Komamura was devoured by his people because he went back and reverted back to being just a regular wolf. And it was kind of sad because I remember a lot of people were saying this, and it got me thinking as well, that Komamura, he's doing what he told Tozen not to do, and that's chasing revenge. And look what happened to Tozen, and now look what happened to him. You just, one of the lessons, I guess, is the best thing is don't chase revenge because it'll fuck you over big time. And it was just really depressing and sad, and I felt embarrassed at the same time seeing Komamura there with that tear coming down his eye. It just gave me such a wide variety of emotions, and I guess that's just good storytelling right there on that part because I didn't know how to feel with that. I honestly, truly was just like, fucked with my emotions because when you're around a character like for this long, how long we've been with Bleach, it's 558 chapters, 366 episodes, hopefully more, And you see this character, and then to see what he is now. A voiceless, he can't do anything. My prediction as far as where he could go, so that he's not completely fucked, is maybe after all this is over, Mayuri can help him out. Maybe develop some sort of Reiatsu, the voice box. Maybe build him some sort of body where he can stay in and move around. I don't know. I think the only two outcomes for Komamura at this point, because he's not going to be like the Soul Society's pet, is either Mayuri helps him out and builds him something so he can at least communicate on a normal basis, or he just goes off and says, you know what, my time in the Soul Society is over. I don't know where he could go, but he's just going to leave Soul Society. Or a third option is some crazy shit happens where the old grandfather sacrifices himself and he becomes like a human again or something. I don't know. But that's really the options I mainly see with Komamura. Overall, depressing as fuck. Good shit in a sense, but very fast paced. Like the fight went by. When you really look at it, it was like, oh shit, he's just a mortal guy. And then like a chapter or two later, Bambietta just got fucking owned. So very fast paced. But overall, I felt like it was still very good and very depressing. If you could fuck with my emotions like that, I think that's good storytelling. Sometimes you got to take into account, yeah, it made it have gone fast, and Bambietta wasn't all that, in a sense, she was cracked up to be. Again, she was fighting an immortal, so you got to take that into account. So I'm going to give this one 8 out of 10. I felt it was very good, very fast, but very good, and just depressing as fuck. Like, straight up, depressing as fuck. What do you guys think? What is the future for Komamura? Is that it? Is he done? Like, is he really going to just go on and just be like a wolf somewhere else? Or what do you think in that sense? What's going to happen to Komamura's future? And also, what do you think as far as Bambietta? Is she dead? Is there people going to devour her like creeps? Rukia and Renji are on their way. That's something I want to talk about as well. Like, Rukia and Renji, they better have improved dramatically because they were training in the Zero Division. And that should be, hopefully, enough to get them to where they can be relevant in this fight. Because as of right now, they're fighting a fight with, like, these godly people. You saw Komamura had to become a fucking immortal to fight Bambietta. So you got Renji and Rukia showing up, or, you know, they're approaching. And I guess they left before Ichigo. That's why they'll probably make it there before Ichigo. What are they possibly going to do? They have to have been trained. First of all, last fight, I think we seen Rukia. Was it in the 1,000-Year Blood War? I don't know if she really fought in the 1,000-Year Blood War. She might have. I don't remember. I think she had, like, some sort of mission. But the Fullbring arc was one of the last fights I can really remember. True fights that she had. And she lost. So, it's redemption time. Kubo, don't have Rukia just look like an idiot. Let's do some things for her. Same thing with Renji. No more Bankai! Even though they just told him 2 minutes ago, don't go Bankai because they'll steal him. So, we need some of that right now. But I'm just hoping to see that he does something good with them. Don't just have them show up to be idiots and get fucked over in the end. That's one of my main concerns as far as like that whole thing goes with them. But overall chapter, again, 8 out of 10. Very good. A lot of good stuff in it. Just really fucking depressing. And it went by very quick. Let me know what you guys think again. Overall thoughts. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Komamura. He went out like on some depressing shit. I can't even say he went out like a soldier because he's not even human anymore. He's not a wolf man anymore. He's just a wolf. For that world, and as always, people, have an awesome day.